Hopefully this doesn't suck. Get one more good swig in here.
It's me, Harold, the Puppet.
Hey guys, Dylan Postel here, former WWE superstar Hornswoggle.
Hey everybody, it's Ian Riccaboni, the voice of Ring of Honor Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Robert Anthony, Egotistical Fantastico in some circles, the owner of a Robert Ego Anthony Pint-Size All-Star.
This is Magnum CK.
This is the Man Scout, Jake Manning.
Hi everyone, I'm Marvelous Matt Nix.
This is the Barracuda Mailbox Bomber.
What's up, everyone? This is Michael Heredia from Pro Wrestling Tees, owner of M3 Toys.
I'm Gio Galvano.
This is Trust Fund benefactor Jared Silberkleit.
Greetings, Earthlings. This is Spaceman George.
Don't panic, it's canon.
It is I, Frank the Clown.
Hey guys, I am Big C Chris Castro.
And you're watching
the Wrestling
N.R.D.
broadcast.
Nerd! Then you better go catch it, nerd! Nerd!
What the heck?
You're watching DCTV. Now here's your host, the voice, Dave Canning.
It's you, it's me, it's DCTV. It's you, it's me, it's DCTV. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is NRD and T, and welcome. We have made it one lap around the sun a year ago today. Minus Tom, we started what was then called the Micro Brawler broadcast, and now a year later, 55 episodes later, Patreon, Pro Wrestling Tees, we added social media, all the basic stuff. We look and sound like a legitimate podcast broadcast. So, gentlemen, we've done it a full year. So I will officially raise my Samuel Adams Spacecraft IPA to all of you, and hopefully Sam Adams will raise their glass to us and sponsor us one day. We've made it, gentlemen. It has been so much fun. So first of all, just thank you to you guys for being a part of this. This has genuinely been one of the most fun things I've ever done. They say you develop a habit after like doing something consistently for 60 days. And we've now done this for well over 60 days. So this has been a blast. And I'm not saying that just because at the Royal Rumble, I won back my crown, became the first ever four-time King of the Nerds.
Got it in within a minute. Great.
I know. How do you like that? How do you like that? I couldn't hold off. But no, seriously, I want to thank you guys for being a part of this with me. This was supposed to be a one-off thing at WrestleMania last year, but we held on for quite a bit. So that's my words of wisdom.
55 more.
Only 55. You want to knock crap out of episode 110? We're done.
That's
Does anybody else have it?
Working on it that rate?
Well, you said episode 1000, so maybe if we just crank out enough episodes every day.
1,000.
If we
I'm telling you, just title the next episode 1000. He's obligated.
It could happen. You never know. Does anybody else have anything they want to add that we've made it a full year?
I'll go.
Go ahead,
Ryan, by all means.
Oh, I was going to say my king, but I can't say that. But children first, not founding father. Yeah, I was thinking I'd be like Kit Carson's doing a little podcast without recording or editing without you, Dave. You know, I don't have those skills on your level. Nick started the group. Tom's hilarious.
That's Tom's skill.
Brings life. I'd be sitting in my room alone, or I'd be talking to the couple micro brawlers if Nick hadn't started the group. If you hadn't thought about, hey, let's record and talk about this. So I appreciate you guys.
Yes. Anybody else? Nick, Tom?
Yeah, a lot of the same. I mean, I think we all bring our own unique thing to this and stuff. And I mean, it works out well. Like I said, I have it easy. I tell my wife all the time, I'm talent. Dave has the real job. I just have to come on here. I have to film my stuff, and then it goes off, and then it comes out on Tuesday looking great, all snazzed up. And I mean, it's great. And it's great to add Tom and Harold, and now Gerald.
My best friend.
Thank you so much to the pod.
Love Gerald.
Everybody, this is great.
Team Gerald.
I'm stoked on it. It's been a good year. I'm thankful that you guys invited me on. It's crazy that 4 guys on very different areas of the country have formed a really good friendship, and we've never been in the same room. So maybe year 2, let's make it happen. Year 2, let's meet each other.
Or maybe we can just get Ryan to come to the same time zone as us. It'll be good enough for me.
That's what I said. We should all Google. We should put all of our addresses into something and figure out what the exact middle point is.
It's Holland, Michigan. You guys all have a place to stay in my basement.
No, you just said it's cold. I want nothing to do with that basement.
Freezing down here.
But yeah, no. For those of you who have never heard this story before, we have never exchanged phone numbers. I messaged Nick and Ryan like New Year's Day of 2021. I was like, hey, I know the Brawler group anniversary is coming up. So like, why don't we start a show? Like do like a 1-year anniversary of the group, like special or something like that. And then that morphed into the Micro Brawler broadcast. I'm like, well, why do we have to wait till April? Let's do it every week. Why not? And then we wanted to go legit. We wanted to own the name. So we came up with the Wrestling Nerd broadcast. I reached out to Tom, who's produced the theme song for this. I recorded the lyrics. And then we, as Ryan showed, we came up with the merchandise available now at prowrestlingtees.com/the Wrestling Nerd broadcast, all style available. Exactly. Sweatshirts available now, hats available. It's all good stuff, more coming. But yeah, and so and then we started getting like legit guests on. Like obviously we had friends of the show and friends from the Brawler group, like Jason Rich, James Freddie Fletcher, DDJ, we had them on in the beginning. And then, we started getting legit guests on, like Ian Riccaboni, Swoggle, Gregory Iron, Frank the Clown. We got several members from Pro Wrestling Tees on here. Episode 1000, Ryan Barkin's coming on. So I know we flirted with Brian Myers. Like, what was it? Episode 4? We were about to tell yo, Jason, sorry, bro, not tonight. But so yeah, this has been a lot of fun. And so in honor of the 1-year anniversary of this, since we started off with Micro Brawlers as our as our motivation behind this, we decided to rank all 232 brawlers that we had in hand as of December 31st. So I know when you're watching this, Mortis has come in, Josh Matthews has come in, Summerhausen has come in.
A lot.
I believe the Nyla Rose brawler, the IRS brawler, those do not count on this list. So now that we have this master list that is 6 pages long, because there's a lot of brawlers on here, we'll update the list at the end of the year. And if we want to, change some stuff around, we will at that time. But last year alone, there was over 100. There was over 100 brawlers released in 2021.
Like 130 something, right?
Yeah, something like that. And that's not all through Pro Wrestling Tees. That's like Matt Cardona putting stuff on, the major pod merch. I know Jonathan Gresham and Jordan Gray sold theirs individually. There was the Impact Ball. So not all of these brawlers came out through Pro Wrestling Tees. Obviously, they're in association with them. But there was a lot of brawlers just last year alone. So as of right now, as of December 31st, 2021, we had 232 brawlers in hand, no pre-orders. So our rules were this basically for how we established this rankings. Essentially, it was voted on by Nick, Ryan, and myself. And if we can't decide, Tom would kind of have a final vote. 2 yes votes put a brawler ahead in a spot. Variants, tag teams, and box sets are all separated and counted as separate brawlers. So the major pod brawler, it is box set. It's not one entry. It's 4 separate entries. Factory errors and chibis did not count. So the Jeff Cobb undershirt did not count. And again, as I said, brawlers must have been in hand by December 31st, 2021. Pre-orders did not count. And also, because I know that this was brought up and you can see it, if you join our Patreon, you can see the entire 7-part miniseries behind the brawlers in which we establish this as we rank this list out. So yeah, you can see that we also had the discussion on the white pad Colt Cabana. According to David Stankin, that was mocked up. So we counted that as a brawler. It's not a factory error in our opinion. So that one counts. So you'll see some of the tag teams stay together on here. Some of them are split up. So We would love to let us know what you think is going to be in the your rankings. We got it right or not. So with that being said, we'll start with Tom. So we're pretty much going to each read about 30 at a time, maybe give our thoughts on some spots. But so yeah, Tom's going to read the first section of the list. So Tom, let us all find out who is number 232 and up.
Yeah, that's great. I'm going to breeze through these because these are the worst brawlers. Thank you for giving me that, Dave.
These are the 32 worst brawlers.
232. I'm trying to read.
I'm sorry.
Stop hanging out with this
My
Gerald
first day
guy.
as king.
He's
I'm
a
just trying to
jerk
get
all
used
the
to this.
time. Number 232, the worst brawler that we decided on the list is Madison Rayne. 231 is Francine. 230 is Frankie Kazarian. We made a lot of jokes in the making of videos about this area. 229 is Zack Sabre Jr. 228 is Jay White. 227 is the Bully Ray Chase. 226 is Bully Ray. Those were just awful. 225 Gail Kim. 224 is Roosh. 223 TK O'Ryan. 222 Alexander Hammerstone. 221 is Jay Lethal. 220 is Shane Taylor. 219 Mark Briscoe. 218 Mandy Leone. 217 is Jordan Grace in the version 1 in the blue outfit. 216 is Session Moth Martina. 215 Flying Brian Chase, the blue trunks. 214 is Maven. While we thought Maven looked well, it was very plain. 213 is Heath. 212, probably surprising for people, is going to be MJF. 211 Ray Phoenix. 210 is Sonata. 209 is Rhino. 208 is some guy named Richard Holiday.
The AirPod God, baby.
Oh, that's the guy with the AirPods. Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
207 is that guy with a gun, Arn Anderson. Then we got 206 is Swoggle version 2 that says famous wrestling midget. Then 205 is Swoggle version 3 with that's all gray. 204 is Rich Swann. 203 is Jeff Cobb. Rounding out the bottom 30 is the Good Brothers. At 202, Doc Gallows, and 201, Carl Anderson.
Yeah. So I wanted to just touch on a few of these first of all.
Yeah.
Like those from like when you go down from like 216 to 232 on this list, and we'll print this list out and we'll post it on our social media.
Yeah.
The faces there just don't look like them. I'm sorry. Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe looks like a salt and pepper shaker with the way his nose is. Madison Rayne, I'm sorry. I watched Impact Thursday night. That looks nothing like her. I'm sorry. Like maybe the outfit, but the face is just, it's really weird. I'm sorry. But yeah, so like those bottom ones, a lot of the faces just weren't captured. They were misses for us. With MJF, I personally pushed for it to be higher. I love that brawler. But I was simply outvoted. And then who's the other one I wanted to touch on? Ray Phoenix. That's going to surprise a lot of people with how popular he is, but it's just, it looks like I think we said it was Bushi was the brawler we said it kind of looked like. And if you didn't tell me one was different, that, you know, that's just me. I don't know if anybody else has anything else they wanted to touch on with those.
Ray Phoenix, I feel like I'm surprised wasn't higher because there is some cool detail, but but yeah, no, like I was fine
it looks like Bushi. Yeah. But
I just want to say before we go any farther that if anybody's interested in like more detail about how we got to these ratings, we have a great miniseries on our Patreon.
Yes, 7-part miniseries behind the brawlers, the ultimate rankings. It's literally about 8 hours of content of that's how long it took to break. It took more than 8 hours because we had to cut some stuff, but it's over 8 hours. This was I don't know if Ryan, if you want to say the line, what we were doing.
We're doing the Lord's work. Lord David Stankin, the lead designer, Michael.
Yes. This was a labor of love for sure to go through.
It was a lot,
and they were all very late nights. A lot of pots of coffee being brewed, a lot of cold Sam Adams being drank.
Yeah, I didn't drink it all. I had
this is delicious, by the way. Well, this is the first beer I've had in a long time. Just saying, and this is absolutely delicious. So that'll bring Nick to read the next group of brawlers we've got.
Already. Well, let me get my spot.
You're at number 200.
Number
Ryan's
200. Well, number 200 was Vinny Masaglia.
Or Seglia.
Vince-
guy with the axe.
Masaglia. He's from the Kingdom, the guy with the axe.
Trying to get him on the show and just
Sorry, bud.
butchered his name.
Masaglia.
Vinny with the axe. Then we got 199 Owen Hart version 2. That's the one that came in the crate.
Yep.
The Chase, the red one.
Yep.
Number 198 is the other Owen Hart, the non-Chase, the blue one. 197 is Diana. God, you gave me all the best.
Just get all the Italians.
Oh God, Diana Perazzo, the Impact champion, 199. She had a good brawler, but we thought maybe her arms were too skinny. I think is what we said.
Yeah, the face was a little. Yeah, she could have been a little thicker.
They could have done it. Yeah.
196 Chris Hero version 2, the white elbow pad.
Yep.
195 Ace Austin.
Yep.
194 Josh Alexander.
The Ryan Brawler.
193 Scott Damore.
My brawler.
192 Eddie Edwards.
Yeah, is that why you're wearing the coat?
We call that the orange section.
It really is. That's the produce department.
191 Bandito. 190 Iron Sheik from the crate, the Chase. 189 Iron Sheik from the crate, the regular version. 188 Matt Jackson version 2 in the gray. 187 Nick Jackson version 2 in the gray. 186 Marty Skull unmasked. 185 Sammy Callahan. 184 Joey Ryan, no jacket, the one that came in the crate. 183 the other Briscoe brother, Jay Briscoe. 182 Candice LeRae. 181 Brandy Rhodes. 180 Tennille Dashwood, the first version. 179 Angelina Love. 178 Tennille Dashwood, the second version. 177 Flying Brian Pillman in the Tiger Trunks. 176 Cheeseburger, which if you watch our videos, Cheeseburgers had a pretty good climb there.
Yeah, he did.
He moved around a lot. You're welcome, Cheeseburger. Come on the show.
Yes. 175 Scorpio Sky. 174 Jonathan Gresham, was no mask one. 173 Joey Ryan version 2 with the jacket. 172 Kenny Omega version 2 blonde hair. And 171 Bad Luck Fale.
I think people are going to get confused by some of those ones.
What do you mean?
Like, as far as like, wow, they're low. Like, some heavy hitters are pretty low on the list.
Yeah, there's some heavy hitters, but I mean, at the same time, if you look at them compared to just the detail, I mean, yes, rarity did play a factor into some of the brawlers, as you'll see as we move forward.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like we looked at stuff, we looked at the detail on them. Like we said, I think we did Marty Skrull unmasked. Like you'll see eventually Marty Skrull with the mask is a lot more detailed, and we just like the look of it better. And you'll see, the jacket as well.
I want to say, if you disagree with us right now, just hold on. I promise you, it'll
get worse.
It's hard. It was a hard thing to do.
Yes,
8 hours.
Yes. And so basically, to let you all know what we did. So basically parts 1 through 6, we went through the Micro Brawler checklist on the Facebook page. So if you're not a part of that, join the Micro Brawler Facebook group on Facebook. But so basically we went through in order and like just kind of threw names at the wall. Like, do you like this here? Do you like it there? We basically decided. And then for once we ranked all 232 in a basic ranking, we went back and like how you said, we originally had Cheeseburger. I think he was between Matt and Nick Jackson at 188 and he bumped up to 176. So, and there's a lot of brawlers that take a lot of big jumps if we were to like take that original list. So,
gosh, we had one later on moved up 50 spots.
I forget who it was, but you'll have to point that out to me.
I don't remember who. Come on.
I was going to say, for me, this is one I would have rated it higher, but like I said, it was a group effort.
Yeah, it was a group effort.
And it might be sentimental too. A friend of the show, Garrett Gamara, sold it to me on eBay and started a long, lengthy friendship. So it might be some of that too. But as a brawler, I like it.
Garrett, who made me read a bad name on the air when I did the Rumble prediction. Jerk. Oh man, gotta vet these things more. So yeah, what we're now go to Ryan, who will bring us the next batch of brawlers.
Okay, so you want me to read the number 2? It seems like we're doing that, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You're at 170.
170, Chase Owens. 169, Brian Myers F'd Up Edition Black. 168, Brian Myers F'd Up Edition Blue. 167, Rory Fox. He's low because he didn't have the ripped trunks. 166, Eric Young. 165, future friend of the show, Bob Cardona.
I
was surprised to not see him in that commercial too. The video you said.
Oh, the call of the Bobs for Bob's Furniture.
Yeah. Right. He should be in there.
It works on Rob's too.
We got 164 VSK regular, 163 VSK Chase, 162 Juice Robinson, 161 Matt Taven. Okay, 160 Taji Ishimori, 159 Brian Cage, 158 PCO. 157, we got the Tongaloa Chase. 156 is not the regular. We separated. That's one of the ones we separated Chases. It happens sometimes.
Big separation there, I think.
Yeah. Didn't the fans weren't happy. But we got 156 is the Owen Hart version 3 Japan.
The Owen Wilson brawl.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Jazzercise Owen. I'm sorry.
155 Willie Mack. 154 Blue Meanie. 153, Cody Suit version 1 brown hair. 152, we have the Mark Sterling in the black trunks from the 4-pack, the original. The Matrix 4-pack. 151 Tatanka. 150 Bushi. 149 Colt Cabana white elbow pad. 148 Colt Cabana red yellow pad.
Yep.
147 Vicky Guerrero version 2 with the orange red flames. Lost my spot. 146 Vicky Guerrero version 1 yellow flames. 145 her dear husband Eddie Guerrero. 144 we got Chelsea Green version 1 hot mess with the blonde hair. 143 Chris Hero version 1 black tights, so big separation there. 142 Mark Sterling version 2 the red jumpsuit from AEW versus Moxley. And lastly, 141 Flip Gordon.
He's buddy.
That's my buddy right there.
Yeah.
And that is my buddy.
The Colt Cabanas became like a really good starting point where we were kind of deciding when we were like kind of going through. Yeah. And I want to point out too, for anyone watching, we were really interested in the Juice Robinson, the color of his white jacket.
Yep.
It's that like pearlescent, like opaque white versus like a painted white, like Bernard's jacket. Very different whites. Very interesting.
Yeah, it's like a gel almost in a way. And then there was one other one I thought I wanted. Maybe that was it. But yeah, we got into that point. Like this is where they're good, but they're not great. Like the detail is there, like how not Bob Cardona, Brian Cage, like it's very detailed in like the muscles if you take a very close look at it. Juice Robinson again, and that's like why we put like I think it's harder to capture detail in muscle in a way and make it look exactly like Brian Cage, which is why I think like we kind of put him well ahead of Juice Robinson in 2 spots. So and then it's incredible, like those lines. That's Brian Cage. I also learned what his tights mean, so so yeah, I don't know if anybody else has any points to make on that. But yeah, the Colt is what it's gonna put him a little behind at the halfway point, but so then I guess it's to me now, right?
Tamina.
No, not Tamina.
We're gonna talk about the Rumble?
No, nobody's meaning. No, the Royal Rumble in which I won my crown back.
Anytime you do that, I'm gonna do some reading here. If you're gonna be talking about your,
I won the Royal Rumble.
We should save the Rumble talk all to the end.
Yeah, save it for later.
We will. So yeah, I guess I'm next. We'll go with we'll start with number 140 here. 140 is going to be Kevin Nash. 139, Jim Ross. 138, the Dynamite Kid. 137 is going to be Tama Tonga. Number 136 is going to be Tonga Loa, the non-chase one that has the black and white camo pants. This one was a tough debate here. 135 is Naito with the suit, and then 134 is a Naito version 1 with the t-shirt. Then 133 is Cody Rhodes version 2 with the blonde hair and his wrestling attire. 132 is going to be King Kong Bundy. 131 is going to be Macho Man black and white. Then number 130 is going to be Macho Man USA. 129, Fat Ass Masa. 128, Scott Steiner. 127, Ian Riccaboni. 126, Brian Myers version 2 with the black attire. 125 is Brian Myers version 3 blue attire from the Major Pod 4-pack. 124 is Matt Cardona version 3 with green tights. 120 it was 124 is Cardona with green tights. 123 is Cardona version 2 with in the 4-pack. Number 122 is going to be the major referee chase. 121 is going to be the major referee. Number 120 is Chris Jericho. 119 is Lex Luger. 118 is Lex Luger Chase. 117, friend of the show, Matt Nix. 116, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, SCU. 115 is Abyss. 114 is going to be Tomohiro Ishii. 113 is going to be Evil. Let me change my paper here. And then we've got at 112, we've got Taya Valkyrie. And 111 is Kevin Nash version 2 Shredder. So that brings us the next 30 spots there. And this was where we started to go with the Machos. They make their first appearance. You know, obviously black and white in the USA trunks. He never wore those in the ring technically that we're aware of. So that's why we separated them from the other 4 that came out, or other 5 if you include the Major Macho, which we do. Chris Jericho falls on my list because the face, like if you take away the mustache on that thing, it looks a lot better. I don't remember him having like a Fu Manchu, which the Brawler seems to.
Yeah.
It's if you take away that mustache, like the chin, okay, but like he's got Ryan's facial hair.
I need to shave too. Yeah, he doesn't have this much.
Just like that Jericho Brawler needs to.
I will say too, Masa, I was fighting for to go higher, but you guys brought in a good point of he should be a little bit more portly.
I mean, he kind of is. I mean, his arms look a little thick, but and the shirt comes out enough. But you know, to me, what I said was, if you hold that up for me one more time, Tom. Sorry, if you had it back. I feel like his head. I feel like in pictures it looks more square. It comes off very round there.
Yeah, he's got like a nice oval head.
Yeah, in the Brawler. I mean, it's still a good looking Brawler. Jared selling his, I think.
Which is autographed by him. We did this guy, right? No.
God, no. If we're doing that, we're doing Robert Ego Anthony, and that's number 1.
I'm just playing games.
So yes, that's all the things I really had on there. It was tough to separate the Myers and the Cardona Brawlers that are just repaints essentially. Because they are literally just that, they're repaints. So it came down to, we like the Brawler in that spot. We didn't like a certain color more than another one. So, but so I believe, Tom, you're next with
I am next with 110.
Yes.
All righty. At number 110, Kevin Nash version 2 Shredder Chase.
Love that.
109 is Shane Helms Chase. 108 is Shane Helm. 107 is Sami Zayn's best friend, El Generico. Haven't heard from him in a while. Love to see him back. 106 is Johnny Gimmick Name. 105 Axe. 104 Smash. 103 was a hard one. We moved him around a bunch, I think. The Brooklyn Brawler.
I still think it could have gone higher a little bit. Because he was in that cult region when we started, like Colt Cabana. Like it was one of those, like we had him very low on those. I think he's the one that made the big jump.
He's the one who moved up 50 spots.
Yeah, because I think he was in
like
that
150.
Yeah, he was in that range, and like we just kept like that was our middle ground. So we kept staring at him like,
He doesn't fit.
And the more we kept looking at him, the more we liked him. But I'm sorry to cut you off there, Tom.
It's fine. You do it all the time. It's okay. You're the king. I get it.
I am.
So after Brooklyn Brawler, coming in at
102
is the Glacier Chase. 101 is Glacier. And ladies and gentlemen, and everyone watching, we have now entered the top 100. And who else better than Matt Cardona version 1 Stomp, followed by a 99 Brian Myers version 1 Stomp. Then we've got 98 Dave Canning's Favy Fave, the Moose. 97 is Bernard the Business Bear. 96 Brody King. 95, hey, I got her again, Jordan Grace version 2 Pink. Then we've got 94 is the Luna Vachon Chase. 93 is Hangman Adam Page. 92 is Dalton Castle. 91 is the sexiest man alive, Kota Ibushi. 90 is Iron Sheik version 1. 89 is the Virgil Chase. 88 is Virgil. Hey, and then we've got new to AEW at 87, Danhausen's version 1. Then we've got 86, Tommy Dreamer. 85, Dragon Lee. 84, Broke Nick's Heart, Terry Funk. 83 is Rosemary. 82 is Marty Scurll version 2 with the mask. And 81 is Tessa Blanchard.
I have some breaking news.
Oh jeez.
I just got a text message that I just have to share. I'm not gonna make her name public or anything like that, but I would like to point out that this text just arrived. I don't know if we can see it. Hold on. What's up? You failed to mention that you teamed up with the evil puppet to become king.
He doesn't even like the good puppet.
You're dang right I did. You're dang right. Me and Gerald the Puppet, kings of the Wrestling Nerd broadcast.
Yes, Dave, I'll see you soon.
I can't wait. Celebratory dinner tonight, my friend. But yes, so yeah, that Terry Funk I know Nick fought for, but I know Terry Funk obviously has version 2 that we'll see on the list later on. And then
that's great.
Like 30 spots too low, but that's behind the Brawlers episodes. You can see all this.
Exactly. Patreon.com. The day this comes out, if you are a non-Patreon watching this, this episode drops on February 1st. Technically, the day before the 1-year anniversary of the show. But what you call it? It's a perfect day to join a Patreon. We got, obviously there's Behind the Brawlers. You watch Ryan's WrestleMania petition with Chris Castro coming on very soon. Ryan tries to get the Bret Hart Shawn Michaels match overturned. So, but yeah, with this point, this is where you start to see a lot of detail in these brawlers, and that's why I think, you see Dragon Lee, you see Rosemary, you see Marty with the mask, you see Tessa, like the little intricacy, like they have the diamond on her top there and her abs, just it looks great. And Virgil, you look at these brawlers and it's them. So, and obviously I'm a little surprised, again, I was thinking Danhausen would be a little lower on this, the version 1 Danhausen. But we'll see where the other Danhausens line up there. So, anybody else anything to mention on this one?
Nah.
Just cool.
Also, one of the obviously because me and Tom's like sharing the list here, but this is the rare spot where the chase got ahead of the non-chase. I think the only other spot that happened
Lex
was Lex Luger. Yeah, Lex.
That was a good point by you. Yeah, I didn't think so, but you're right.
For the most part, I'm looking. Most brawlers, the chase is below the regular. So, so, but yeah. So I guess we go to Nick with number 80 on the list.
All right, it's about to get a whole lot savager in here. We're starting it off with number 80, Macho Man in the yellow, followed by his close and personal friend, number 79, Macho Man in the orange. Then we'll go to 78, Macho Man in the green. And then to round all this out, number 77, Macho Man in the pink.
I don't believe it.
Number 76 would be Brutus, the effing Barber Beefcake.
I don't remember that.
Number 75, Colt Cabana version 3 in the jacket. Number 74, the newest Brian Myers in the mask.
Yep.
Number 73 came out in the same set, Mark Sterling in the suit. Number 72, Sabu. Number 71, Sandman. Number 70, John Moxley. Number 69, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Number 68, Matt Jackson, purple with tassels from the crate. Number 67, his brother Nick Jackson, purple from the crate. Number 66, the original Swoggle, King of Small Styles from Wave 1. Number 65, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Number 64, Christian Cage. Number 63, Loose Cannon Brian Pillman. Number 62, Hikaru Shishida.
Hikaru Shida.
I apologize.
Not easy being a public address announcer, is it?
At least he's nice.
Number 61, Coco Beware. Number 60, my close personal friend Brian Knobs. Number 59, Jerry Sags. Number 58, Dustin Rhodes.
Nick tells that story on Patreon, by the way, if you ever want to know why he's close person friends with Brian.
Number 57, the Honky Tonk Man. If you send him $20, they'll send you a brawler. Sign your brawler, something like that.
I was gonna say, don't you have to send him the brawler in $20?
Number 56, Raven. Number 55, Sober RVD. The non-chase. Number 54, the Golden Okada. Number 53, Naked Swoggle with the butt cheeks from the 4-pack.
With the butt cheeks.
Number 52, LA Park, which is Isla Parker from WCW.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Dave.
And then where am I at? 51. Number 51, good brawler, Psychosis. Excellent brawler.
Former Micro Brawler champion, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
or maybe current. I'm not sure. Waiting on Ryan to bring that back.
Yeah, it's getting tough.
Psychosis is the Brock Lesnar of Micro Brawler champions.
Yeah.
Anybody with anything to note on this one? On this portion of the list?
Yeah,
that was the original. Excuse me. The Swoggle King of Small Style. I don't have it noted on the list. That was the first one, right?
Yes,
I think so.
Wave 1.
Okay, I thought so. And that Coco Beware, like people, like I know, and a lot of this is, I know a lot of people are gonna crap on our list because of this. Like, oh man, it's just a $10 brawler. So what? It's one of the best looking brawlers out there, and obviously, I know it only ranks at 61, so there's 60 we thought better of it. But like that Coco Beware with the parrot with Frankie on the arm there, you know, the jacket on the back, it's a good looking brawler.
We tried to take a lot of the people are paying this much for this brawler out of the picture. Because that doesn't mean it's a good brawler. It means not a lot of people have it.
Yep, exactly. It comes. I mean, there are some figures in here that came down to rarity that you'll see literally in the next section. Yeah, we couldn't not take that into account, but we did our best. Like, oh, it's only $15 brawler that should be at the bottom. No, there's $10 brawlers that look great. I mean, they're just super common because they're in the crate. You know, Brutus Beefcake, Coco Beware, they're great brawlers that were in the crate. Meanwhile, Madison Rain, Francine, those were limited run brawlers. I think Madison Rain may have the smallest pre-order amount.
Yeah, I think she was 100, right?
I think she was 100.
And look at that, no one wants to buy it.
Exactly. So it all comes down to us. It was. I mean, we took into account, you know, how to us for the main part, it was how accurate is it to the brawler, you know, to the wrestler. You know, we did take into account a rarity and, you know, secondary market prices, but for the most part, it was, does this brawler look like that person and how much do we like the artistic style?
I also tried to look at like detail, like how detailed stuff is, and just like we took everything into account.
We tried to take emotions out of
any kind of like personal feelings we had towards this wrestler of any kind. It's all about the way it looks and how it looks. Like,
I tried to put Matt Cardona's brawlers 1 through 7, but I was outvoted on that. So
yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
But So I guess Ryan, you will crack us into the top 50, my friend.
All right, top 50. Here we go.
Top 50, baby.
Number 50, RVD Chase. Like I said, I have multiple.
I honestly thought, Ryan, when you just disappeared off camera, you were going to go change your shirt. I really did. I thought that's where he went.
Wasn't a restroom break at all.
His wife's yelling at him. We're sorry.
Okay, RVD Chase number 50, number 49, and I'm going to put 48 together. Matt Cardona, Wedding Brawler 49, 48, Chelsea Cardona, Wedding Brawler. Even though she doesn't sign it that way apparently yet.
I wonder, that's a big question. I'm curious, like, if you ask her, will she?
Yeah.
So.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Number 47, this is a lot of contention here. Favorite of ours, bounced around a bit. Number 47, Original Vader version 1.
Definitely bumped up.
Yeah. 46, New Jack. 45, again, in the top 50, Matt Cardona, $1,000 broski. Great brawler, in my opinion. Well, I guess all of our opinion, at least three of us. Right?
I think that's the highest Cardona went, right? Yep, that's it for.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's in the top 300 3 times, I guess, right?
Yeah, he's separated every way, yeah.
That's solid. 44, Chase Adam Bomb. 43, regular Adam Bomb. 42, the original Luna Vachon we all liked vastly more than the Chase. 41, the Cardona. Well, no, it says Chelsea Green Hot Mess, but still, I think it counts. She's the highest rated Cardona in our list.
Yeah, she's the highest major person.
There we go. 40, Jonathan Gresham version 1 Mask with the octopus. 39, we got Vader version 2 Mastodon, very detailed brawler. 38, Andre the Giant classic. I mean, the biggest brawler besides the 2-up, of course. 37, the elusive Billy Gunn for a lot of us. 36, we got Macho Man Major Pod, the purple with the stars. Yep. So that's highest rated Macho there. 35, Sting, and as it came to be, 34 right next to his buddy Darby Allin. That's kind of cool. 33, we've got Hawk version 2 from the Road Warriors with black pads. Sorry, 33. 32, Jake Roberts Chase. 31, Jake Roberts regular crate, blue trunks. 30, Boogeyman. Like you're saying, Dave, probably a surprise to many. I mean, I don't know him a ton personally from my viewing back in the day, but super detailed, like great.
Yep.
I'll move on quicker. Sorry, I'm commenting. 29, we got the see the price here, but we got the first Penta on our list, 29, Penta black and white.
Garrett Gamera thought it was going to be a top 10 brawler.
Really?
Sorry, Garrett.
Sorry, Garrett.
Could be in your heart, but not in ours.
You're not on the show.
This one might have taken, I think probably we dwelled on it for about a half hour. We got 28, Bruiser Brody. That one through it.
That one took us a long time. That's why this thing was 7 parts.
As a kink in the chain, surprisingly. I fought for a hardcore. And, I'm not even a big viewer of his stuff. But 27, we got Animal version 2, Black Pads Road Warriors. So Road Warriors are complete there. He was by Hawk LOD. The Future Hawk. 26, 25, Piper. 24, we got the Danhausen version 2 Cape. Yep. And we've got, did we already say Summerhausen? Oh, that didn't count.
Didn't count because he wasn't in yet. Yep.
I was like,
I think he'll be up there when we redo the list, but
yeah.
Highest Danhausen we got there at 24. 23, Owen Hart version 1 Black Singlet. First Owen in 20 years we said?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. 22, we got Kamala. Yep. The last one for me, 21, what would you call him? He was a blocker, many like a gold standard of sorts. Taz.
Yep.
For Nick, me too.
Taz.
Yeah. Not many
Taz is definitely a staple in the lineup of where we were dictating things.
Yep. That was Taz. I believe Taz at one point was number 1 for a little while on the ranking, like for five brawlers.
It's funny. You look at the chunk that Ryan just read, and there's gonna, like you said, like what's his face? The Boogeyman, Kamala, Taz. Those are all relatively small dollar amount brawlers that look really good.
Bruiser Brody.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I
Yeah.
first joined the group and I'd done the grab bag for the first time, I got an extra Bruiser Brody. I'm like, hey, I'll trade this in cash for somebody, but yeah, you look at the detail, the gig marks and that his hair
the
is
beard.
probably arguably the best hair of any brawler. Just the detail and the layering of it. It's incredible, but yeah, that just goes to show you that is a very easy and very affordable brawler. Same thing with
looks
Kamala.
damn good.
It looks very good, but it took us some time to realize it. Just like I'm hoping a lot of people will as well, because you look at it and it does look like such a basic brawler. You know how I said like, you look at Kazarian or whatnot, or I'm trying to think who's like the lowest ranked but a good face. Maybe like a flying Brian Chase in the blue trunks. He was at 215. But it's just there's no detail in it. Like the face is good, but there's no detail. Whereas with Bruiser Brody, the hair's incredible. The gig marks, like I said, it's really good. Yeah. And if you ever watch the not the behind the scenes, the Dark Side of the Ring for Bruiser Brody, it will educate you and it will bring you new appreciation of Bruiser Brody, I think, with that brawler. Yeah. So yeah, that cracks us into the top 20, right? Yeah. Oh, babies. Let's see what we got here. That's that. So, yeah, we're just going to go from 20 to 11 here, and then we're going to talk in depth as we go with each brawler for the top 10. So, at number 20, sorry, Garrett, or should I call you by your evil name that I won't say because it's terrible. I can't believe I was tricked into saying that. Penta, the black and gold Pentagon at number 20. I have that brawler. Wow. That was your first brawler. And then I don't know if he was number 1 at all.
No.
CM Punk is in at number 19. He was number 1 for a little while. Then we got to Kenny Omega version 1, the cleaner. At number 18, a very controversial brawler to a lot of people other than us, but friend of the show and a good brawler brother. At number 17, Frank the Clown. A solid brawler. I don't care what any of you people say out there. It is a great looking brawler. It is a very colorful brawler. If you got it autographed, it's fantastic. Again, so much with the detail, the hair, the suit, the tie. I wonder if they just took that tie from Ian Riccaboni.
Yeah.
But I think
Ian's different.
I think Ian's tie is a little wider and a little longer. Then at number 16, he won Micro Brawler of the Year at the Herald Awards. And at number 16, friend of the show, two-time guest, Frank Spahick, the Barracuda Mailbox Brawler. In at number 15, the Exalted One, Brody Lee. In at number 14, the first ever limited edition Micro Brawler that almost destroyed the community. Jeez, the riots that almost broke out. Kurt Angle.
Remember that?
Oh, my God. It was incredible. I remember that day. Like I was upset at it. I was like, oh man, it stinks. I really want this brawler. And then just like I was working. I think Stankin said on our show, he's like, somebody complained and said like I was changing my cat litter. It's like for a half hour.
I remember that comment in the VIP group.
Yep. And I was like, are you kidding me? And like, yeah, that brawler is fantastic. And again, rarity comes into play. How good it looks comes into play. Little detail comes into play. Then at lucky number 13, it is Bloody Terry Funk, nominated for Micro Brawler of the Year. Lost to Frank, but yeah, that is such a good looking brawler. The eyes and whatnot, how he looks so exhausted. Then at number 12, one of Tom's favorites, Hiromu Takahashi, who I think would have been higher. The face is a little off for me, just a smidgen. Can you imagine if it had Daryl though?
Daryl would have been. I would have.
I swear, I honestly think it would have had a good shot of being number 1, if not 2 or 3 in that area.
Would you guys buy Daryl? Let's say they came out. What would be the price point for little Daryl?
You got to make him swoggle size, and I'd pay $20.
No more than $500.
Well, here's the one thing. I don't have Hiromu Takahashi, so I'm not going to pay for a Daryl. Like, there's no.
You should only get Jack. Really, I'm sure you could find like a little Hello Kitty pencil topper or something.
Exactly, I'm sure. And then rounding out the top, number 11 is going to be Bret the Hitman Hart, Ryan's favorite. the detail on this thing, it's an iconic look for the Hitman. The reflection off the shades is fantastic. The strands of hair in the front and the back again. It's a solid looking brawler. It's Ryan's favorite. I'm surprised that's not the one that has like the gig mark one that I remember you showed.
Oh, that's in package. Yeah.
I remember that's like one of the first times like I realized like who you kind of were. Like I'm like, oh wait, this guy comments on like everything in this group. Because I think that was like one of like the top. It may have been a pinned post or something. I'm not sure, but
yeah, we do. We do have in the group. We've got that botch, like you said, pinned post. If you get botches, post it, and I'll give you $500, like Tom said, probably for it.
Probably. Maybe more.
I've got a botched. I've got a botched Kamala if you want it.
I got this botched Typhoon Hasbro Mini. It's got an N on the bottom. For no chance anybody ever taking this crown from me.
They're gonna botch on purpose now. I will not buy every botched brawler. Don't botch.
Yes, he will.
Oh man, but I just botched my Owen Hart. Dang.
Look, he's missing a hand. But yeah, so now we are into the top 10 of micro. I don't know if anybody else has any other notes to make on the 10 we just read.
Deal with it. You're gonna be mad that Frank the Clown and Frank Spahik are in the top 20.
They're so detailed and you can't deny them.
I understand. You're gonna be mad at us. Take a close look at the brawlers. Like, I get it. I get the frustration behind it, but you look at the brawlers really close and you might change your mind.
I'll say this. Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan. Please go ahead.
Well, no, real quick. We know, but when we had Frank the Clown on, he stated that Factory, that's the hardest brawler they've made. So, I mean, that kind of played into it too.
Yep.
So detailed,
I would like to say this, there's going to be people who disagree with us and don't think that this list has any sort of accuracy. And I will tell you the same thing that I tell everyone in our Patreon chat who joins the Ryan's Vault level on our Patreon, patreon.com/WNRDB. I don't give a damn about your opinion. Live with it and long live the king and drink a Sam Adams.
Are we done?
Yeah, I guess so.
You're not even going to get sponsored by Sam Adams. You're just getting desperate now.
So now we go to the top 10. So I don't know who wants to read. I guess, Tom, why don't we let you read off the top 10? We figured we'd give a little more detail on why we got to this point at this.
Do you want to go one by one and talk about it, or should I just blow through it, get to the top
one by one?
Yeah, we'll go one by one. We'll just,
Yeah, number 10. Number 10, coming in hot. At number 10 is Richard the Dragon Stembeat. Ricky Steamboat.
Yes, as Tom said, it has a little peenie in there, but I don't think so. This one is the true evidence. It looks like him. It's got all that great detail. The rarity plays a factor in it as well. And
colors look great.
The colors look fantastic.
I'm curious. Someone comment. I kind of forget about it. They all have the laces on both sides, right? If you have one without, comment. But that's interesting.
All the Ricky Steamboats or all the wrestlers?
Steamboats.
Steamboats.
Just the Steamboats. Oh, okay.
Hey,
the former Prince Owen. The former Prince.
My buddy.
That's right.
Just in time for the top 10.
Yes.
Just in time for the top 10, bud.
Okay, so yes. So now we'll go to number 9. Nick, why don't you give us number 9?
All right. Well, number 9. I'm probably the only one that has it in hand here, am I?
Let Owen hold it. I think Ryan's got it.
Have you met Ryan?
He's not holding Brandy Rhodes upside down anymore.
One of the rarest X-Pac, one of the rarest brawlers on the planet. That might have something to do with it, but it's also a really, really good looking brawler.
Please, Owen, put it in your mouth. Use it as a binky.
And you see X-Pac. There's no doubt in that.
And I think we said the X-Pac on the shirt is also molded in. It's not painted on. So, which is also another reason why a lot of those faces in the lower 30, the bottom 30 of the brawler list, a lot of those eyes are painted on. It just doesn't.
A lot of the women too. Their faces are all painted on.
Yep. So Ryan, why don't you give us number 8 there?
Controversy ensues.
Dave's buddy.
My friend.
In order. Yeah, it's true.
He was happy with his spot.
Papa Shango.
At the time when I met him, I told him where he landed on the list, and I was like, "Hey, just to let you know, right now you're at number 7." He's like, "Oh man, that's really good." I was like, "He's like, that's solid. I know I'm in the top 7. I'm on the top 10." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, we still have 100 to go." He's like, "Oh man." And he's like, "If they made a Godfather brawler, it'd be number 1." And I'm like, "I'm not going to deny that." And then you can just have the hose as the accessory. Oh, and cover yours. So So that's number 8. Then I'll give us number 7. Number 7, one of my favorite brawlers, one of the early brawlers I think I got. The Ultimate Warrior is at number 7. Yeah, that's right. He beat Bob Shango after he made him spit pea soup out. That's the Warrior. The face paint, the hair, the tassels. Does he have laces on both sides, Ryan? Nope.
Yes. Sorry.
No, I meant the laces on both sides of the boots, but yeah, he's got the back. He's jacked. That's the Ultimate Warrior there, without a doubt.
100%. And he's a cartoony figure in real life.
Exactly.
Like, he's not
which definitely plays to his advantage in this.
I wish he was a little bit bigger. That's my only critique on it.
Yep,
There's a lot of brawlers that could be bigger, though.
Yeah, but a Warrior's muscles were the size of like half of Tennessee.
Exactly.
That's true. And I've seen Tennessee.
You should give him the Brian Cage.
There's not much to Tennessee.
Yeah. Oh boy. So am I up number 6?
Yeah. Why don't you give us number 6 there, Tom?
Oh gosh, gives it an emotional one. I just sold this one.
I almost
number
bought it.
6, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith.
It's so good. The detail in the braids.
It's gorgeous.
Obviously, the Union Jack flag, the beads. It's him.
The face could be a little bit better, but
his face looks a little fat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But other than that, it's him.
Yeah, they did a great job.
They did a
I love that. I
fantastic
love
job.
that brawler. I forget who I sold it to, but I really hope you're happy. No, I sold you Piper.
You didn't tell me anything. No.
I sold Ryan Piper.
Okay. Second.
Whoever I sold Bulldog to, I'll probably reach out to you in like a month or two telling you I want it back.
So, Nick, why don't you give us number 5?
All right. Well, number 5 is Legion of Doom Animal.
Yeah.
This is my substitute.
Ew.
I don't have that, Dave. Hey, I like that.
Has room
That's
anyway.
a damn good looking brawler.
It really is. He was number 1 for quite a while too.
Yeah. It's a
Sorry,
nostalgic
are these
look.
scary? They might be scaring. Sorry.
I could get Owen's friend in a little bit.
Yes,
Not his
that's
enemy.
just such a solid looking brawler. That's Animal to a T. It's the one we all grew up with. So then number 4, Ryan, why don't you? This is going to be a little controversial to some people, I think, but once we give them the explanation,
man,
hey, the Majors had him at number 1 on their podcast for their figures.
No, we're not them.
Orange Cassidy
in at number 4. The detail on that is just so solid. Obviously, the hair, the face, the sunglasses, the shirt on the jacket, the hand in the pocket, the thumbs up. It is so incredible. The rips in the jeans, the little ruffles at the bottom of the jeans.
The ties from his, because they're like sweatpant jeans, it looks like.
Yep. There's nothing on the back, really, right?
No.
Not much.
There's
like
a little detail, but yeah, the cuffs and whatnot.
Cuffs on the sleeves look great, but like this,
it's so solid.
The shirt really just, and the hand in the pocket are just so good.
Yep.
So good. Colors
really
right. The 5 o'clock shadow. I don't even think we even talked about that.
No, but it's solid. So that is going to bring us to our top 3 Tuesday for the 1-year anniversary of the Micro Brawler broadcast, aka the Wrestling Nerd broadcast.
This was hard.
It was very hard. This was a very please tell me he's got him in the fanny pack. That's fantastic.
Did he puke on you?
Oh, okay. So we've got number 3 is going to be the ace of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Hiroshi Tanahashi. This was a very difficult choice, but it came down to the jacket here. Just for me, it kind of looks like it's all over the place. I know that's the jacket, but at the same time, just the design of the jacket, it looks like he just took a bunch of fabrics and just put them together. But that hair is so good. That might be the best hair on any micro brawler.
And there was quite a bit of discussion between number 2 and number 3.
Yep.
This one and the next one of which one should be in what place.
And even number 1.
Yeah.
I think we still haven't even really truly come to an agreement on it.
Yeah, no, 1, 2, and 3 were like, it just came down to I edit the show and I had final say.
Honestly, and we were 8 hours into this. It was just
we're like, just give it to him. Just give it to him.
It's okay.
So that brings us to number 2 on the all-time list. Should we reveal them at the same time? Because if you don't know who number 1 and 2 is.
Yeah, we should.
But
same time. Just say both of them.
So Tom, I'm gonna give it to you.
I'll just pull them both up.
Yeah.
Numbers.
So should I say who they are, and then we'll reveal what the numbers are?
No, because how you say it might be in order or not in order. So I'll just pull them both up because I just grabbed them randomly.
Well, I think Ryan's pulling them out of his fanny pack too. So
ready, Ryan? Numbers 1 and 2 are.
Ooh. Folks, we're going to give you a second to think about it. Who do you think is number 1? Who is it? Is it Okada? Is it the Macho King? Drum roll, please.
Which one are we saying? Number 1 or 2?
Give us number. Wait, what?
You should just announce the winner.
It's more.
So we ranked 232 micro brawlers. This took over 8 hours of hard work to figure out. But according to the Wrestling N.R.D broadcast, the number 1 brawler of all time is the Macho King, Randy Savage. That's right. Macho King, number 1, Kazuchika Okada, version 1 with the colored jacket, number 2. To me, it came down to the face a little bit. I think, and this is why we're still almost a little, just Tanahashi go over Okada, but if you look at first of all, that Okada jacket, like Stankin told us, that was hand injected for it and whatnot. And it's incredible. It's a beautiful brawler. It really is. No. But to me, and I know this is going to, depending on where you are in the world, it'll come down to what is your childhood in a way. And there is like a little nostalgia, and then what's iconic. And you look at that Randy Savage, that Macho King. It's also one of the heaviest brawlers of all time, if I'm not mistaken. I'd be curious. Jeez. I'd be curious if we put them all on a scale and weigh them all. That's the next list.
Get my scale.
That's the next list, everyone. Stay tuned for next year when we weigh them all. But yeah, you look at that jacket. And another thing I noticed, if you look at the white around it on the edge, it's so fluffy and whatnot. It feels like it's just this fluffy robe. And I feel like that's the same effect. It to be like feather with cotton. Yeah. And I feel like that's what you'll get when, not if, they make a Ric Flair micro brawler for his robes.
I don't know.
But yeah, Tom was fighting hard for Okada. I was fighting hard for Macho King. Nick was fighting his wife to just not, so no one could go to bed. And Ryan was just, I'll stay up another 6 hours, guys. I'm 3 hours behind you.
It's 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, seriously. So Ryan's about to eat lunch after this, I think.
I think a lot of this one came down to is the molded crown.
Yes, the molded crown and the tape on the fingers too.
Yeah, I never noticed the mold on the crown until we did this.
Yep.
I noticed so many little details I never just doing this that I had never noticed before. Really
definitely. So that's our list of all 230 micro brawlers. We're going to update the list every year now going forward. Whether we do it at the end of the year for the 1 year, the 2 year anniversary of this show next year. So depends how many micro brawlers they make and what our free time looks like. But so we definitely want to know, did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? What's your top 3 in the comments below? What's that?
Hello there, friends.
I just want to. We have so much to talk about, bud.
Thanks so much for being here for a full year. And I'm sorry that my twin brother, who is evil and French, is being a jerk to you, Nick and Ryan, and all the friends on the Patreon. I promise, I will get to the bottom of things. We'll see what happens. But I love you guys so much, and I want to thank you so much for letting me be a part of all this. Thanks, guys. Mwah. Bye.
I think I think Harold's great. But I think Gerald's great too, because he's finally one of the few people who's nice to me on this show. I'd just like to say. So, but I know we also have a statement from the Lord, not that Lord, the Lord, David Stankin.
Or David Stankin.
So,
yes.
Yeah, Ryan, what do you got for us?
I'll go and read this. I'll read it verbatim from the desk of Lord Stank at Pro Wrestling Tees for immediate release. So I better hurry. As the Brawl Father, I of course have been granted early access to the Micro Brawlers all-time ranking list. This very prestigious list was carefully considered and curated by the gentleman, I think it's a typo, gentleman at the Wrestling NRD broadcast, and I am pleased to say it is exhaustive and thorough. While I realize that opinions can differ and lists can be debated, the sheer effort this took must be applauded. Even if you disagree with the actual rankings, as I do. Like we said, it's going to be different. In the spirit of this monumental chronicle of our favorite little 3-inch PVC figures, let this be an announcement of my personal top 10. This does not include any unrevealed brawlers in the works, many of which would be in the top 10. If I do say so myself. Tag teams will be considered as one entry on my list. Before we maybe guess the top 10, the last thing he said is, this has been fun, and rest assured the best micro brawlers are still to come. Thank you to everybody who buys 1 or 100 or what, 238 we said. I guess only the 1 to 100 people, the completists, no. Thank loves us all. But thank you to everyone who buys 1 or 100. These are some of the most fun products I've been able to design, and I love the enthusiasm everyone has with this line. That was great.
That's very nice.
That's beautiful, Mr. Stankin. So
I'm
what
glad
is his
you didn't
top
share
10?
that with us early.
Yes, me too. But I am curious to know, what is his top 10? Did he give it?
10.
Yeah. I can't get it.
I want to believe that his Macho King is number 1 for him. I
That's
gotta believe the top 3 has got to be the same or close to it.
Nah.
I would say probably he puts Punk up there, Brody Lee.
He's gonna put Punk, Colt, and Taz.
I think I've heard him say before that he really, really enjoys the Vader Mastodon.
Yep, that might be his number 1.
Good.
Yeah, I think he'll probably have Punk and Colt up there because Colt started it all for him. Maybe X-Pac, but
well, we kept the people waiting long enough.
Yeah, what is the list, Ryan?
Okay. Number 10, Okada Gold.
Wow. I pushed for that one high. I did. I love that one.
Number 9, Papa Shango.
Okay. Not that far off, 2 spots or 1 spot.
Ooh. We have this at number 50. Number 8, RVD Chase.
Wow.
No
it is a fun brawler. I'm not gonna lie. It is a fun brawler.
This one makes sense. Number 7, Kevin Nash, Super Shredder. He's a big
Turtles guy.
Fan. Yeah.
Yep.
He got to bring the 2 universes together. Number 6 doesn't count for ours. Summer House.
Okay. Yeah, we did not. It will count on the next list.
And he'll probably be somewhere in that.
Yeah, he'll probably be in that range, I would assume, next year.
We got number 5, Macho Man.
Which one? There's 8 of them.
Major exclusive.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
With or without the stars.
Oh God.
He did not specify. It's true. Okay. Top 4 here. Number 4. And he didn't give his reasoning. I'm kind of curious. I feel it's various things just like us. Number 4, Marvelous Matt Nix.
Okay. It's a good looking brawler. I love the little details. You see the Prince symbol, you see the alien on there. And there's the yellow stripe on the singlet down the back, because Brian didn't know that because he's never opened it.
No, I did not know that. Is he saying that Matt Nix says, well, no, it's a yellow belly, not a yellow stripe down the back? I think that one's got to be somewhat sentimental, right? They're buddies.
Yeah. I would think so. And then I think next year, when we get that Chris Castro brawler, hashtag Chris Castro brawler, we'll get that next year. It'll be right up there.
Okay. Top 3. Actually, yeah, I'll put all these in there. It's weird. It's like mad.
Of course he did. Ryan, take your hand out of your pants. Kids watch this.
Kind of like my shower cap, I can predict brawlers on occasion. This must be magical because I didn't have any more than our top 3. Okay, top 3, number 3.
Wow, we had her very low. I want to say, or not all that high.
She wasn't in the top 100.
No.
We had her at 146. We had that Vicky Guerrero.
Jeez.
Wow, interesting. I'm curious how that got.
We might have to have him back on the show.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know that.
Number 2, Barracuda Mailbox Bomber.
It's a solid brawler. Number 16 on our list.
Yeah.
You know, I think that definitely plays a factor. Getting to make a micro brawler of your friend, you know, has got to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's got to feel
Let
good.
it, yeah. So let us know, Ryan.
We got to do number one. Hit it.
Yeah.
The Mastodon Vader.
Yeah.
I think that one was the first ever pre-order, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
The first ever pre-order, and people still complained. So
yeah,
you gotta love this community. What was it? A 24-hour pre-order? I think.
Yeah,
it wasn't long, but I know it was like that day. So, and I remember the comment at the bottom. We hope this appeases the micro brawler collector community. So
people were so mad about that comment.
I loved it. You know what people are not mad about? The Royal Rumble contest we had over the weekend.
Yes.
I know Nick's
Everybody,
not happy.
You can turn it off now. Thank you for
No,
watching.
hey, I'm about to say nice things about other people.
Ron,
so
you're the real
pipe
MVP,
down.
like Kevin
No,
Durant
I'm not
said.
talking about our predictions. I'm talking about the Royal Rumble contest we had, which our patrons and other members of the Micro Brawler community joined us. We're assigned random numbers, and James Freddie Fletcher won the Women's Royal Rumble with Ronda Rousey at number 28, and then Jared Myers won the Men's Royal Rumble with the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. He will point at the melting on fire sign, and Jared will be heading to WrestleMania on the Tom Says Highway to Mania and challenge us for the right to be called the King of the Nerds. Best of luck to you, Jared. I raise a real beer to you. Thank you, Sam Adams.
Next coming weeks, we're going to find out if Jared is team Harold Homies or team, what is it? What is the stupid name you came up with? King.
We didn't come up with anything.
Yeah, we haven't come up with anything. We'll come up with something.
You had something. It was like
because it was me and Jason. You know, on the Rich Kings. It's on the 4-time. I'm like Nick Gage, whole gang. 4-time, baby. 4-time.
Names are still being workshopped, but
you can read between the lines, pal. If you don't like me as the king, you can read between the lines, baby. Okay. But no, on a serious note, we thank everyone for all of your love and support for the last year. Whether you watched a video, liked a post of ours, commented on a post. What up, Jonathan Hodap? You know, if you bought a T-shirt, if you bought a hat. If you plan to buy a hoodie, Margaret, thank you for that as well. If you've come on the show as a guest, if you helped us coordinate to get a guest on the show, or have just had a nice
episode.
Yes, if you watched one episode, we greatly appreciate all the support. We're not here without all of you watching. So here's to the last year plus. Here's to another year. Hopefully we finally actually get to meet in person. That'd be just a wild, I feel like that Spider-Man meme. But
can't wait to hug Nick and Ryan.
I can't wait to kiss you, Tom, right on the forehead.
I'll kiss you on the lips.
No, you're not. No, thank you.
We're still in a pandemic. We're still in a pandemic.
No, forehead kisses are fine. Lip kisses, no. But yes, so thank you everyone for joining us for the Wrestling Nerd broadcast. Of course, if you'd like to buy a shirt, buy a hat on ProWrestlingTees.com/Wrestling Nerd broadcast. Hoodies now available. Other stuff coming very soon. You can join our Patreon, patreon.com/WNRDB. You get access to the shows early. You'll have access to the Behind the Brawlers mini-series, over 8 hours of footage. Watch us make this whole list. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WNRDB, Twitter @WNRDB, of course, Instagram, the Wrestling Nerd broadcast. And of course, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, like the video, share it with your friends. Of course, leave a comment below and let us know how much you think our list is wrong. If you want Harold Bucks, join the Patreon. Maybe you'll get some there. You never know.
If you live in America.
Yeah, maybe. You never know. So yes, until next time, on behalf of myself, the king of the Wrestling Nerd broadcast, the 4-time king, the founding father, Mr. Nick Carpenter, the micro brawler scholar, Mr. Ryan Crossley, the handler of our commissioner, Harold the Puppet, and wherever my best friend is, Gerald the Puppet. Don't forget to tell your mother you love her every day, because like Kevin Durant said, Mom, you're the real MVP. Good night, everyone. Thank you for one awesome year, and God bless America.
I really hate Jared.
I think you mean Gerald, but we'll leave it like that. Boys, we did it. That was so long. I'm just genuinely happy we don't have to.
Oh my God.
Not for another year. Like that's
what a trip, man. What a trip. Thanks so
they're
much for having
definitely
me a part of
releasing
it.
over 1,000 brawlers this year just to mess with us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But did we lose Tom?
Lost Tom.
Just back to the original nerds, boys. You know, we got our. I really like this picture too. This was a great idea that we had. So it's pretty awesome. You know. But yeah. Now what do we do for the next year?
I don't know.
We got to meet in person. You know. Oh, do we?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes, it is me. It is the one, the only Gerald the Poupée. Hello, King Dave.
Hello.
Yes. Congratulations, our king. We love you.
Oh,
Ryan, guess what? I don't like you. Hey, Nick, guess what? You stink. You smelly. I think you're mean. Your baby go poop. Hey, Ryan, go back to the bathtub because your baby too. We love King Dave. Ha! I spit on the nerds. Puh, puh, puh. I love King Dave. Welcome to the royal family, King Dave and his loyal subject, Gerald the Poupée. Hey, Harold, we'll see you on the highway. The Tom says highway. I don't even like Tom. We'll see you on the Tom says hi. Way to WrestleMania. King Dave, see the voice.